All right, so we just renamed it following the book's instructions. Under step 2, they want you to select the range A4 to E12. If you have Bluetooth mouse for your laptops, for your tablets, strongly recommend it, guys. Get one. It will make Excel, Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, everything on the computer much easier to use your tablets. At least invest in one of those. You're looking at 12, 20 bucks, but it's worth it. So let's select A4 to E12. Once we select that, I want to use a quick analysis, but I doubt the tablets will have that feature. So the goal is that we need to go to the charts. So in this case, we could go to the Insert tab, and then we have different type of charts right here. We have column, we have line, we have a pie, we have a bar, we have area, scattered, and other charts. They want a clustered column. So we could go to might as well to the column section, and they're giving you either 2D, clustered, and then stat. So just pick one, guys, for now, and then we'll switch it right now and we'll see the differences. Now, if you make a mistake or something, maybe here we don't have all the tools, but again, on your PC or desktop computer, you will have a cool feature where you're able to switch it back and forth and say, nope, I didn't mean to do that one. I wanted to do this one. And there's options for you guys. For example, if you notice, the chart tools chart tab appeared once we're working inside of that chart. It wasn't available right now, but now it is. Okay, so here you would find the button switch row and column. What it's doing is switching the labels that we had right here on the x-axis, and they're becoming the legend, and so on. So depending how it looks, let me just bring it back to a normal format. See, we have Australia, Brazil, Britain, France, Germany, India, Malaysia, USA, and then we have quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4 as the legend. If I switch it around, now I have quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4 as my x-axis versus all the other countries as my legends. And we'll compare these devices just based off of how they wanna. We'll see the screenshots, and that's how you could compare it, guys. All right, so step 6, they want you to click on the chart title placeholder. That's literally where it says chart title. So we could click on it. All right, so total, whatever pops up, we should be able to connect. Okay, so here we just start typing in whatever they want. So in this case, they want the title to be R2 G space quarterly tour expenses. So it's just a matter of typing it up, guys. If you're having a hard time modifying, let me see, you could always click. For some reason, it's not giving me the precise location of the chart title. Yes, I know, guys, it's weird using a tablet. On a computer, way easier things to do. Maybe we could go to the format section, we could go to chart title, and then we'll type it up through there just to be on the safe side. All right, so they want it to be R2G. Lost it. I'm just typing up the title again, guys. See, so now it's popping up and you can see the chart title has been modified. So what I did there is, again, using my mouse, I did a right click and then I click under format And then that screen pops up where it allows you to make changes to the access, to the title, to the legends, to different things that you have to do. Right, so turn the page, and if you want to compare, you could see how your information, it's kind of matching to the page Excel 83, how your chart looks similar to the one shown on the book. Cool. Turn the page. Step 1, make sure the chart is still selected. If once you will right click here, the chart's available, the chart tools will pop up and all of that stuff. It's there, the chart's selected. And they want you to position on a blank area near the upper left edge of the chart. So we want to move it all the way to A16. Basically, we're just going to grab it and move it over to the A16 location. That's all the book is suggesting you to do, guys, on step 1 and 2. Cool. On step 3, they want you to scroll down so you can see the whole chart and position the pointer in the right middle sizing handle. So they're talking about this section right here, where you're going to extend it to meet all the way to the edge of column G. So we're just modifying the appearance and the size of the chart. On step 4, we're going to modify it. So we want to go to the bottom and I believe, to the top section, and they wanted to increase a little bit all the way to the row 15. And then on the step 5, they want to change it to be towards the row 26. We're just playing and modifying the dimensions of the chart, guys. Cool. You see how the wording and everything automatically auto adjusts to the needs of whatever the sizes you're playing with. On step 6, quick layout button. Right, so if I go to the chart tools, maybe you're not gonna have the quick layout button in here. So we won't be able to do that feature on using your tablets. We have this basically the only tools and commands we have: switching the row, selecting the data, converting it into a column, etc., modifying titles, access titles, legend, and so on. But you kind of limited to things you should be able to do when you're using this desktop or PC computer, guys, a laptop. So basically what the book wanted you to do, once you clicked on it, if you had a computer, you would see the format option under the chart tools, and you would have different layouts. That's all it is, a predefined layout. So in this case, they want the legend. I doubt it, but let's try it. So if I grab the legend with your mouse on the other way, I just moved it around. But in reality, the legend should have moved when you modify certain parts of your section. Let me see if I could go through the legend. You see right now it says bottom. I could tell it to be on the right side. That's kind of another way around it, what the book wanted you to do. And that could work. That's pretty much what the layout one would be doing. Now to modify it exactly to be a little bit more in the top or in the bottom, we really can't do that using your tablet. We're stuck to certain things. Okay, step 7, click on cell A12. So at the moment, that's a label. Underneath Malaysia, we have USA, it's abbreviated. And you see how on the chart, we also have USA, the same way it's written in the cell A12. But once we modify it, and they wanted to read United States, well, guess what? What do you think is gonna happen on your actual chart? So I finished typing United States, I click on the little check mark, etc. Look at the wording of the label in your chart as well. It's neat. It also got modified. It was modified as soon as we modified that cell entry. Cool, guys? Look at your screenshots on page 85 and pretty much the same thing we're doing, guys. Turn the page, which should be on Excel 86. They want to go to D11. Very similar with the figures and numbers. Right now it reads 8,340 with 35 cents. So it's a little bit high. You can see the green section, it's pretty high. So once we modify that feature, that number, they wanted to read 5,000. 568 with 92 cents. So check mark, enter, accepted. See what happened to the green section of the chart also instantaneously got modified. When you press enter, they're talking about the cell underneath. So the D12, again, using your tablets, well, maybe you literally have to go to that cell. And same thing, let's modify that one to read, as the book suggests, 7,100. Okay, now it's popping up. So, okay, they wanted to read 7,107 with 9 cents. Cool. Again, same information. As soon as we click enter, you will notice that on the actual chart, your information get modified instantaneously. Okay, so once we click on the chart tools will pop up. Just take in mind, we might not have all the commands as the book wants us to do. They want to modify the layout. We really can't do that in here. They wanted to change it to a bar. Maybe we could do that. Even though it's already created, we could just go to the bar section and you could see how the same existing chart could be transferred to another one. But they never mind. They wanted to go back just to the 3D, but I don't believe we have that option in here. So let's work with that. Cool, guys. And same thing with the styles. We won't be able to modify that either. Turn the page. We should be on Excel 88. So it's still selected. We can modify it. They want you to add chart elements button. So here they're talking about the grid lines. Here we would literally do it in the section right here on the chart tab where it says grid lines. And they want them to be modified. So either you go to the primary horizontal grid lines or the primary vertical. So in this case, they want the major. And then once you click on it, we could either put none, major, etc. And it will just put a light gray section horizontally on those grid lines so it's visible. And we could do the same thing with whatever the book wants you to do, guys. So you can modify them, take them out, add them up, and so on. So for example, they want us to put the title for the y-axis, the vertical axis. They want to put expenses, parentheses, in US dollars. So same thing, I want to go to axis titles, and I want to click the vertical, and I want to put rotated title, vertical title. You see, it gives you options. I'm just going to put a rotated title. And then it's giving you the option to type in here. In this case, I believe they wanted to put expenses, space, parentheses, in dollar sign, close parentheses, click enter, okay, accepted. And you will see how the vertical axis has been modified to read how the book wants you to put it. And I'm pretty sure they want to do something with the horizontal axis as well. So again, we go to the axis title. This time we go to the primary horizontal axis. And I'll put title below axis. And again, as screen pops up, giving you the option to type in, as the book suggests, in this case, tour countries. And you click OK. And there you go, guys. No excuses. We could do this. Step 5, right-click the horizontal axis label, Australia, and so on. They basically want you to click on Australia, Brazil, all. Maybe we can have a hard time here. And then if we were able to click format, see again, things that on the computer are really easy, using your tablets gets complicated. We don't have that much of a feature to play with it. Maybe under format when you get stuck and you want to see other stuff, but it's giving you the same section. So I'm going to click on the horizontal axis through here. And there we go. You see how it says Calibri? They wanted to change it to Times New Roman, etc. They wanted to play with how it looks. So the font, they want to change it to Times New Roman. Well, use your finger, scroll down, look for it. And they also wanted to show as size 8. So right now it says size 9. Let's bring it down to a size 8. This changes automatically have been modified. When we close it, it's gonna accept them. Trust me, they're there. On the vertical axis, they wanted to reset. I doubt it's gonna do the same feature here. See, either go to format and vertical axis, and then again manually modify it to match Times New Roman size 8. So it won't do it manually, but you know the steps. Either we go and modify it again in Calibri, look again for the Times New Roman feature. But that's another cool feature on using on the computer, that you can make it match using that option. Okay, step 7 on the chart title. Oops, let's see if it allows us to do all that cool stuff. We could click on format, chart title. You want to put a border around it. Well, outline. So it's putting an outline around it pretty much. That's the feature we could do using your tablet. And what else? The text effects and all that cool features. Like in step 8, we really won't be able to do that using your tablets, guys. Go to the libraries, you would have finished faster, but okay, guys. Turn the page. Compare it, guys. You see it gives it like the 3D effect on the screenshot on Excel, page 89. It's basically the same stuff. The only option, we weren't able to modify the legend using the computer. Well, we could just use our mouse and grab it and move it over. And the title, how they have like this 3D effect that looks like popped up. We really can't do it using here our tablets yet. Okay, guys, so we should be on page 90 on your books. Now with the chart still selected, here they wanna, okay, then click any column in the Q4 data series. See how we have Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4? Q4 is represented by the purplish color. So when we click on it, maybe it's gonna be here hard. Because you see your mouse, if we were able to just click on literally on the any purple bar of your chart, that's a way to select that Q4 data series. Tablets gets creative. So maybe I'm gonna have to go to format and Q4. That's the only way I could figure out how to use your tablets to do that option. Once you're in there, they want you to change the fill to the orange accent 6. Well, here it won't probably give you the name, but just pick any orange you feel. Kind of looks like the one you want. Cool, guys. And then same thing, Q3. So now under Q3, they wanted to modify it to the olive green, etc. So it's already like a greenish color, but if you want to modify it to a different type of green, go for it. And that's basically the best we could do using our tablets. We really can't put the subtle effects and all that cool option because it won't be here on your tablets. But at least I could see that you tried it and you modified the color. I'll give you credit for trying. Turn the page. It should be on Excel 92 now to make annotations and drawings on your chart. Let's see if we're able to do that. I hope. Okay, so your chart selected, and let's see what they want us to do. Text box. Maybe I'm gonna go to the insert tab. let me unselect it. And if I, maybe a comment, I know we have options under shapes. But a comment would just be like a note. It's not available with your tablet. I type it in text box, a button should pop up, but I'm not seeing it. So what are, I know using a computer we could pretty much add any shape, and inside of that shape, that's kind of like a text box. You can modify it, you can change it. Now the cool, yeah, we should be able to type in it. But it's typing on the cell, not literally on the. Using your tablet, they limit you. Well, I guess you won't be able to do that. But on the computer, you would have, and then you're able to modify and add text to it, and you type in something there. Here, they wanted to type in step 3, great improvement. Cool, guys. Imagine we did it. And then under step 5, they wanted to show an arrow. Let's say we were able to do that. So I went to the insert tab, just got out of that. I went to the shapes, and yeah, you should have an arrow. It just pops up. It doesn't even allow you to draw it. Cool. So let's just grab that arrow from the text box, and then I guess it wants, or look at the screenshot, and it's pointing to Germany, to the second quarter. So we could grab it and extend it to somewhere around there, guys. That's kind of what the book wanted you to do. Cool. Just that you can make changes and make features and changes to your charts. Many other options. I know it's kind of hard, but you could do that stuff. So different things and make changes. Oof, I'm gonna try it, but I doubt it's gonna let me. Because now it's part of the chart. Turn the page, guys. With the same information, now we're just gonna do a pie chart, then we pretty much finish with this lesson. So here they want you to select the range A5 to A12. You can forget about the stuff we just did. Don't erase it, it's there. So A5, A12. Why are they selecting that range of cells? Because those are your labels. That's what you need to select. Without labels on your chart, well, it's just gonna call it series 1, series 2. It wouldn't make sense. So let's just start from A5. To A12. And then from here, we also need to select F5 to F12. That's gonna be interesting in here. If you press the control key, if you do have a mouse, nope, so we're still gonna be stuck. Let's see. Maybe let's just start selecting backwards. F5 to F12. Let's go to the insert. Let's go to the pie. Well, let's just whatever option it allows us. And then we're able to go and click on the button, select data. Change data type. Well, no, we want that. Let's go to pie. I'm just trying to type it up. Save and change a number. Okay. So in that case, guys, oh well, just select the F5 to F12 section. We won't be able to select pretty much the labels. It's kind of hard. So you go to the insert pi and you're able to create it. Instead of saying, you see how on the bottom on the legend it just says 1, 2, 3. Let's see, let me see if we could come up with a creative way of modifying that. Chart, we wanted to read the actual countries, Australia, Brazil, and so on. It doesn't even give you the option to show legend at the right. It's not that user-friendly, guys, your tablets compared to the computers. But that's the idea, where that could be modified, and then we add the title and so on. We make changes, but using your tablets, it gets creative, and you really can't do many of those functions you should be able to do using your computers, guys. Well, at least try doing your best with those charts, guys, that you select whatever information needs to be selected. So here, even with the mouse, it wasn't able to allow me. But on your computers, just letting you know how you do it. So when we select a certain amount of information, when we press the control key, it should be able to skip without unselecting the other one. But for some reason, it doesn't want to give you that function here, guys. Cool, guys. Well, that's an idea how to do it. So again, how do you upload it? Well, you're going to have to go to File and then download a copy. Cool, guys? Because that's the only way around it. So once you download your copy, we should be able to go back to your course. Let me just double check I'm under student role versus the teacher. And then you would just click under the week 5 upload section. Term's almost over, guys, so make sure you do your stuff. Don't procrastinate. You're gonna click on add submission. Click on the files to, again, I remember I had a hard time last time. Browse. And you should see the name of the file you just created. Make sure it's the correct one. Upload your